In the last demonstration, we just made a very simple web page, and we can see it here in the browser. So I just have a simple sentence, and it's coming up on a very blank page with a white background. Let's have a look at the code again. So this is the code. We just have a start HTML tag, a start body tag. The content of the web page then goes in, and then we have an end body tag to end off the body element, and then an end HTML tag to end off the HTML element. Let's look at some other types of tags that we can use. So for instance, if I wanted to change the text slightly and put in maybe some bold text, some italicized text, or some underlined text, let's look at the tags for those. So for instance, if I want to make the word name, if I want to put that in bold, what I can do is I can put in what we call a bold tag, which is essentially a B wrapped by a left angle bracket and a right angle bracket. And the browser will keep on making every piece of text after that start bold tag bold until I tell it otherwise. That is, until I tell it to stop by putting in an end bold tag. Let's save that and look at it in the browser. And refresh, and I can see the word name has gone into bold. Let's go back to the text wrangler, and let's make the name Joe Blogs. Let's put that into italics. So I can do this by just putting in an italics tag, which is just the I, put in the start tag, and the browser will keep on making everything italic until I put in the end italic tag. So let's save that and let's take a look. And I can see Joe Blogs has gone into italics. And one more, let's put in an underline under the word jam. So you can probably guess at this stage that underline is going to be a U tag. So that's the start tag, and I better tell the browser when to stop making everything underlined by putting in an end underline tag. Let's save that and let's take a look in the browser. So I'm saving it, I'm switching into the browser every time, and then as soon as I go into the browser, I have to tell the browser to refresh. So in a Mac, that's Command and R. And I can see there that I like jam, jam is underlined. The bold, italic, and underline tags, they're all related to one another in that they're all presentation markup tags that are in HTML. There are two other tags that deserve mention at this stage here, and they're called strong and emphasis. And to show you what they do, I'd like to just do an example. So I'll just write in another line of text here. And around the word like, I'm just going to put a strong tag. And that's the start tag. I'll put in an end tag the other side of it, strong. And around the word things, I'm going to put in an emphasis tag. So emphasis tag is just EN, and I'll put in an end emphasis the other side of that. So let's save that. I'm just going to go Command and S, and I'm going to go up to my browser to see what it looks like. So I'll go Command and refresh. So I can see here, I like is gone strong, and things have gone to italics as well, or emphasis. Now, you might be kind of asking, why do we have a bold and italics tags, but we also have a strong and emphasis tags, and they both do the same thing? The reasoning behind that is it's a little bit more complicated than we have time to go into in this demonstration. Just suffice to say that bold, italic, and underline, they have to do with the presentation of the page, a visual presentation on the actual web page that a user will see, whereas strong and emphasis also have a tie-in to other types of software, for instance screen readers for people who are hard of sight, to put an emphasis or to put a strong emphasis on particular words when they're being read out by a screen reader. All of these tags are all valid tags and can be used in any of your HTML pages, probably more modern pages. To make sure that they cover all bases is they often use strong and emphasis as the more up-to-date kind of versions of tags. But as I said, all of these tags are valid and they all have their uses and are still in use today.